here at the studios of Radio Azad. I am your host, Rizwan, bringing to you the Sports Spotlight every Sunday morning between 10 a.m. and noon. And today is no exception. Here we go. We are going to get rolling right off the bat, friends, shining the spotlight. Well, during the course of the day, we're going to be here together. Yeah, I got my chips here. I got my sweet tea because we are in playoff mode. The NBA playoffs are in full swing, and we're going to shine the spotlight on that coming up. But yeah, all right, maybe I won't be eating too many of my potato chips um, while I'm speaking to you. Maybe I'll just do that during the break. Hey, we're going to start things off by shining the spotlight on the cricket oval at 10:30. I'm going to have Shep and Manny from Kansas City. Yeah, both of them are going to be joining me at 10:30. We're going to talk the NBA playoffs, and then we're going to shine the spotlight on various aspects of the world of sports. I think Manny's only going to be with us for that 10:30 to 11 segment, but Shep will stick around and we'll discuss all things sports beyond that. All right, let's get going because time is short. We got 25 minutes to go through everything happening in the world of cricket. And of course, what is everything happening in the world of cricket? It's a couple of tournaments, and that's it. The PSL and the IPL. All right, let's talk about the PSL. I believe I've been alternating. I think 2 weeks ago we started with the PSL and then we went to the IPL. Last week we started with the IPL and then went to the PSL. Well, today we're going to flip flop again. Start with the PSL. I do have a shorter segment today, so I'm going to try to make sure I time box this to about 12 ish minute segments on each tournament. 972-501-9390 is the studio number if you want to give us a call here. And we are going to get going. By the way, let me know if you can hear me okay. I think the equipment we've been fine tuning. I figured out I'm gonna try this again to get Shep and Manny both on the air today. We'll see if I'm gonna be able to succeed in that. I know a couple of weeks ago I was able to do it, and uh, it turns out, at least for that one day, I did not need an intern to help me out. Hey, let's get going. So the PSL first. I'm gonna talk about what the Peshawar Zalmi is doing with the PSL. Look, they're not running away with it, but man, oh man, they're undefeated. The only non victory, the only time they had a match and they did not win, it's because the weather won. Yeah, they have one no result, so a single point from that. Otherwise, from their 7 matches, they've got 6 victories, 13 total points, and a net run rate of 2.404. They are just running away with this. Again, the latest one, and we'll talk about this coming right up. In second place are the Multan Sultans with 10 points, 5-2 in their 7 matches, and then Islamabad United at 9 points in third place with a much better net run rate, but they have that no result. And that's really unfortunate because if the weather had not played a factor here between the match with the match between Islamabad United and Peshawar Zalmi, we could possibly have Islamabad United also sitting at 5-2 with Peshawar Zalmi at 6-1, and things really tight at the top with between those three teams, or Peshawar Zalmi could be 7-0, and Islamabad United could have 3 losses and far behind Zalmi. That's why every match matters. Every match matters. We've got to figure out in these tournaments a way to get past the weather. I know, sound like a broken record. I've been saying this for years now, but we gotta, in 2026, we've got to find a way to get past these weather dependent no results in these important tournaments. All right, enough of that. I'm not going to go on that rant today. Let's talk about these matches and what is actually happening. So Peshawar Zalmi is actually playing against the Quetta Gladiators right now. And yes, they're doing basically what they've been doing, right? There we go. The first delivery of the 15th over just took place. They're sitting at 165 at a loss of two with essentially 6 overs left. Are they going to get to 210, 220? I think it's going to be in the last 5 overs. They've scored 50. So let's say they score 50 more. It's going to be more, right? Unless there's a complete collapse, there's going to be more. But they're sitting at 165, and right now it's looking like 220 is doable. How'd they get here? Well, basically, who's been doing it for the most part for them? Top of the order, Muhammad Haris started off well, 16 runs off of 6 deliveries faced, 3 of those for boundaries, 1 4, and 2 sixes before he was gone. But Babar Azam, the captain, and the other opener, is sitting at 58 off of 35, 165 strike rate, 5 fours, no sixes. But that's okay because Muhammad Haris Babar was going to do his thing, right? He was going to be the stabilizing factor the way he's been across formats for Team Pakistan for years, for almost a decade now, with others hitting around him. So Muhammad Haris had a good start, but short. Kusal Mendes came in at 1 down when Muhammad Haris fell, and he just got out on the second delivery of this 15th over at 83 off of 44 with 10 fours and 3 sixes. Yeah. When you've got folks doing that, I think, with Babar's stabilizing factor, yeah, your team's going to do pretty well. So Peshawar Zalmi sitting at 160. Oh, there we go. 167. Yep. Kusal Mendes fell, but Usman Tariq delivered to Farhan Yusuf, and Farhan coming in took a quick single. Babar Azam continued to do. He's going to continue to be the stabilizing factor. Took a quick single, and Farhan Yusuf comes in and hits Usman Tariq for another 4. Now they're sitting at 171 at a loss of 2. So this match is going on, and we'll keep you updated. Yesterday, the Multan Sultans and Karachi Kings had themselves a match, man. Hold on, here we go. Multan Sultans batted first, scored 207 at a loss of 7. And nobody huge here, nobody even got to a half century, but a lot of contributors. Awais Zafar is one of the openers, 36 for 20 off of 27. Josh Philippe came in 1 down, 44 off of 23. Sean Masood, 2 down, 46 off of 25. And so on and so forth. They got to 207 for a loss of 7. And with a target of 208. By the way, Khushdil Shah in this one took 3 wickets. But Karachi Kings coming in with a target of 208. It was always going to be a tall task, and tall task it proved to be. Saad Beg started off 21 off of 15. Jason Roy 16 off of 9, and he was gone. Salman Agha bowled out by Irfat Minhas at 2. So by the time Riza Hendricks came in and scored 49, and Moeen Ali 27 off of 23, Abbas Afridi toward the end really got things going, but too many wickets falling too quickly. 34 off of 16 with 3 fours and 2 sixes for Abbas Afridi. He's starting to show a little something with the bat now. Both the Afridis are becoming all-rounders now. And Hassan Ali, 23 off of 10. They tried, but in the end, they fell short. With two deliveries left, they were all out at 196. So good match. Um, I gotta say, PSL has picked up on the scoring. There was another match yesterday. Lahore Qalandars put up 210 at a loss of 4, and then Rawalpindi ended up not really challenging it, losing it by 32 runs, but scored 178 in the face of a 211 target. Of course, the very day before, the same Lahore Qalandars had gotten all out at 134, and the Quetta Gladiators caught them fairly easily in the 17th over, 138 for a loss of only 4. While winning that one, Islamabad United had an easy victory, 153 to 150, chasing that down in 16 overs. Thursday was a really, really low score. Rawalpindi scored 121 at a loss of 9, and Hyderabad Kingsmen chased it down in the 17th over. Peshawar Zalmi had actually struggled, and I think this is going to wrap things up. We already know where the teams stand, but Peshawar Zalmi on Wednesday chased down Quetta Gladiators 154. It took them a little while, but it seems like they were completely in control because they only lost 2 wickets to chase down that 155 target in the 19th over. So with 9 deliveries left and 8 wickets in hand, they win that game. So it wasn't as close as it appears. In this one, the Gladiators, nobody really could do much. 154 was a ho-hum score because Mohammad Basit took 3 wickets and Sufyan Muqim 4 overs, 25 runs, 3 wickets, 6.25 economy, and really, really limiting them. And Peshawar Zalmi coming in with that target of 155 got things going at the top. Muhammad Haris, 35 off of 28. Babar Azam, 71 off of 51, 10 fours, not out, strike rate of 139, kind of carried them, right? I mean, he just keeps doing it. All right. All that to say, we are in the PSL. Peshawar Zalmi won, about to be 7-0 with 15 points, provided today's match goes the way it's looking like it's going to go. And Multan Sultans and Islamabad United in second and third, and then a logjam for that 4th playoff spot. Gladiators are sitting at 6 points. Hyderabad sitting at 6 points. Lahore Qalandars sitting at 6 points. And Karachi Kings sitting at 6 points. Rawalpindi is bringing up the rear. 0-7 in their 7 matches, have not won a single one, and haven't really looked great in those losses. All right. Well, that is the PSL. Let's swivel the spotlight over to just a smidge, not much at all. We're going to move it over to the IPL, and let's talk about what the IPL is doing. Of course, it is always, historically has been, and this year is continuing to prove out to be a much higher scoring league. There is, look, overall from across the globe, from the world of cricket, there is more talent at the IPL, right? More top end talent at the IPL than there is at the PSL. Doesn't mean that you can't have really compelling matches on both sides, but it is where it is. More strong batsmen, but of course, maybe there's something to be said that Pakistan's strength has historically been the bowling, and I think overall there might be slightly better bowling over at the PSL. Do you have thoughts, opinions? 972-501-9390. Give me a holler by the time you're listening to us on radioazad.us, on our apps available for iOS and Android devices, and 107.9 FM HD4 right here in the DFW Metroplex. And of course, on the Sports Spotlight official YouTube channel. I'm your host, Rizwan. Let's get into the IPL. We got 11 minutes. And what's happening right now? Ooh, man, oh man, this match. Uh, you know, there's two really high scoring matches going on. Um, the Lucknow Super Giants might be facing a taller task because they've got the Punjab Kings, right? Yeah, the Punjab Kings are sitting at 193 at a loss of 4 in the 16th over. Yeah. This one might be going to as much as 240, 250 maybe. How do we get here? Well, Priyansh Arya, the opener, had himself quite the day. I mean, when I say quite the day, I mean quite the day. He did not get to a century, right? If one thing could be held against him, he did not get to a century. And I'll talk about uh, this stretch of 2 overs that he had. But before getting there, let's talk about his half century. So at 18 deliveries, he was sitting at 49. And then Conley quickly took a single and gave him the strike on the second delivery of the 9th over. Arya hits a double to get to his half century in 19 deliveries. From there, by the time that over ended, he was sitting at 22 deliveries faced, scoring 57. All right. 10th over, Arya hit a 6 and two singles. So he scored 8 runs in that 10th over, sitting at 65 off of 27. This is important. 11th over, Arya actually didn't do much. 27 for 65. He faced 2 deliveries, scored 2 singles, 29 deliveries, 67 runs at the end of the 11th, and then started the 12th over. Avesh Khan is bowling, and Arya hits a 6, a 6, a single. Conley hits a 4 and a single, and Arya got a no run. Arya had himself a pretty good over, right? A pretty good over. 2 sixes and a single, 13 runs. He's now sitting at 80 off of 33 deliveries. Remember, he got 22 deliveries to get his 50. Right? Is that what it was? No, 19th. 19. So anyway, 13th over, he starts with Aiden Markram. Like, not nobody. Aiden Markram bowling. Actually, that was Conley. Conley hit 3 consecutive 6s and then finally took a single and gave the strike to Arya, and Arya hits 2 6s. So in this one, in the 13th over, they score 32 runs. Yeah. 5 sixes, a wide, and a single. 32 runs, putting Conley at 82 off of 42 and Arya at 92 off of 35. Yeah, these two. Conley was finally gone on the 5th delivery of the 14th over, at which point he had gotten 87 off of 46 with 8 fours and 7 sixes, only to have Shreyas Iyer come in. Yeah, I mean they're batting deep. Arya sitting at 93. Unfortunately, he got out. The first delivery he saw, the second ball of the 15th over, he got out. So 93 off of 37. How he got from his 50 to 93 is just insane. And here we are now. Shreyas Iyer is out. 16th over, they really pulled in with Mohsin Khan having himself a really good over. Gets Ayer's wicket and allows only 3 singles, 3 runs, 1 wicket, and all of the sudden, the Punjab Kings are being reined in by the Lucknow Super Giants. But still, I think the forecast is maybe just shy of 250. So we'll see how this turns out. By the way, in that other game, Peshawar Zalmi now are sitting at 213 in the 18th over. So yeah, I think 240 might be a stretch, but 230 definitely in the cards for them. And Babar Azam still not out, sitting at 81 off of 45 now for a strike rate of 180. Yup. Can he get himself a century? Hit a big 6 on the first delivery of the 18th over, followed by a 4. So he's doing it. Let's see if he gets to 100. All right, back to the IPL. All right, let's talk about what has transpired. There was a ho-hum match earlier today. Rajasthan Royals and KKR. KKR chased down a target of 155 in the 20th over with 2 balls remaining. Ho-hum because for IPL standards, 161 to 155 is really low. Now, yesterday, the Sunrisers of Hyderabad had themselves a good match because not only did they score a good bit, it's not great for the IPL, but pretty good, 194 for a loss of 9. But that's tenuous. That's it's about in today's IPL, 194 target of 195 is about a 50-50 proposition, right? So CSK started things off. By the way, Abhishek Sharma had 59 off of 22. Heinrich Klaassen 59 off of 39, carrying them to that 194. And Chennai Super Kings just couldn't get traction. Sanju Samson was gone. Ruturaj Gaikwad, 19, captain himself as an opener, 19 off of 13. He's gone. Ayush Mahatre tried things. And I mean, look, 30 off of just 13 deliveries with 5 fours and a 6, 230 strike rate is a good day, but couldn't sustain 30 off of 13. He's gone. Matthew Short was the culprit. Faced 30 deliveries, faced the most deliveries of anyone, scoring only 34 for a strike rate of 113. I understand what he was trying to do, stabilize things, but you've got a target. You know what to do. Either get it or go down swinging. So he instead opted for the test approach, 113 strike rate, and that might have been their undoing. Sarfraz Khan, 25 off of 19. Shivam Dubey, 21 off of 16. He's gone, bowled out by Shakib Hussain. And nothing doing in the end. In the end, the Chennai Super Kings are all done at 184, unable to chase down that target of 195. SRH winning by 10 runs. Good for them. All right. Well, Babar Azam is now sitting at 88. He hit another 6 on the 5th delivery of that 18th over. And yet, 19th over started with a wide, and then Babar hits Alzari Joseph for another 6. He is going after that century with a vengeance. Peshawar Zalmi now sitting at 229 with 11 deliveries remaining. And Babar Azam sitting at 94. Just 6 shy. Is he going to do it with a 6? Is he going to do it in a couple of deliveries? Or will he fall short? We'll find out. What else is happening in the IPL world? Let me wrap up. We won't be able to get to the games, but let's talk about who's leading the board. The Punjab Kings are sitting at the top, 5 matches, one of those no results. Weather, come on, guys, come on, cricket. But the other 4 matches they've won 4-0 with that one no result. After 5 matches, they're sitting at the top of the leaderboard, 9 points. And if they were to win the match today, they'd still be undefeated and sitting well ahead. RCB and Rajasthan Royals are tied for second at 4-2 with 8 points, with the Sunrisers of Hyderabad in fourth place at 3-3. And again, a bit of a logjam for that fourth spot. Hyderabad at 6 points, Delhi Capitals at 6 points, Gujarat Titans at 6 points, and the other guys, CSK and LSG, at 4 points each. Even KKR sitting at 3 points isn't out of it. They're 1-5 with that one no result against Punjab Kings. But 3 points. They're there. They're there. All right, folks. We are at our first break. Pretty soon, we're going to have Manny and Shep joining me, and we will be right back. Right now, short break. You are listening to the Sports Spotlight on Radio Azad with your host, Rizwan. We'll be right back.
This is Radio Azad, streaming in Dallas, Fort Worth, and all around